You know, it has been at least 20 some odd parts since we last came here, and it's now in total chaos. Welcome to part 32 of Final Fantasy VIII, and in this episode, we are with Team 2, consisting of Squall, Questus, and Rinoa, to find the Headmaster so we can warn him about the missiles that are about to hit the base. Even though Selphie, Zell, and Irvin failed to stop the missiles, because they didn't count on the one guy having a last win to activate the launch. So here's the gist of this. The garden facility goons are on the side of this garden master. So now you have a choice of either siding with Cid or siding with the garden master. And siding with the garden master is going to drop your rank exponentially, so side with Cid. I promise you, you will not regret it. Oh, by the way, another thing that kind of hurt whatever chance I had of getting an early game Mega Phoenix, the fact that I foolishly put Zell on the wrong team. I should have took Zell instead of Questus to come here. That way, when I liberate the library, I could just easily talk to the girl with the pigtails in the back of the library, and we will get a free Mega Phoenix. But unfortunately, that will not be the case, because if we talk to her now, it'll only be a remedy. Now here's the deal. As soon as you find these garden faculty guys, they're gonna ask you which side are you on. If you're on the side of NORG, you can pass through here without any problems. But if you're in a, well, except for when you go to the allies of Cid, because they'll kick your ass. If you fight these guys, well, if you say you don't get it, or, well, actually, saying that you don't get it will technically mean you're on the side of Cid, which will get you more seed points. So therefore, by all means, side with Cid. You'll get some interesting items if you happen to beat these garden faculty guys. However, you'll have refights of enemies you fought not only in the training center, but outside of the Ballamb Garden. So, yeah! There's also the fact that these enemies are now level 33! Gee, thanks, Squall. Oh, and to make things worse, Rinoa is at level 13. Oh, I'm not being a very, very funny guy, am I? I know there's going to be some people that may be unsubscribing right now because of my humor. But you know what? I'm going to bring down the gist of why I'm just laughing, because I goofed. I goofed badly. I did not want Squall to get that high in level, but he did. Specifically because one, Laguna is also Squall. Not to mention, there are some areas where Squall is primarily going to be the main man. Which is all the more reason why I tried to do as much grinding as I could back in the Galbadia prison with everyone else, but I couldn't do anything with Rinoa and Irvin, because Rinoa and Irvin were like in a higher level of the prison. Anyway, whole gist is we have to talk to everybody in this area, specifically to find out where the headmaster is, so we can warn them and try to get everybody out of Ballamb Garden as quickly as humanly possible about the missiles that are coming from Galbadia. Raijin is pretty much given the gist. This garden master by the name of NORG is pretty much targeting the headmaster. Why, you may ask? It's pretty simple. NORG does not want to suffer the wrath of Sorceress Edea, so anyone who is joining the side of NORG, at least NORG thinks anyway, would be safe from harm. until we find him and kick his ass, which will probably be a 4-part endeavor. But still, even if we don't kick his ass, there's still the fact that the missile's coming straight here to Ballamb. So there is absolutely no reason for anyone in C to be bickering and fighting amongst themselves. And unfortunately, Raijin and Fujin don't know that Cypher is also on the side of the Galbadian forces. So yeah, the Cypher they once knew and loved is no more. Though they still have faith in him. He's such a pussy. Anyway, we'll just make our way from the right-hand area and work around. This, well, normally you would stop the garden faculty in the infirmary first, but I purposely came here because if I would have had Zell in my party, I would have instantly came back and I would have instantly gotten a Mega Phoenix from beating the garden facility guys. I want to mind you one other thing. The garden itself is now has now a high random encounter rate. So you'll be seeing enemies that you normally would not see. Oh, I thought she was at level 15. She's at level 14. So I was one level off. Crap. Oh, here we go. So let's see what abomination these guys happen to have up their sleeve. Oh, that thing. Yeah, some of these garden facility guys normally have one monster. And this should be, and this particular monster should be easy. Hell, by all means, card this too. It's not necessarily a boss. I mean, it is technically a boss battle, but at the same time, it's not because there are random encounters of this thing running about. And again, every single monster is ranging between level 25 and level 30. So guess what? If Renoa and Squall wasn't getting if Renoa actually wasn't getting experience before, she should be now. Well, let's first check on everybody back here. That will also go towards your seed rank. So the library purposely fortified the library because NORG's followers thought that Sid was in the library. Excuse me. Sorry. Yawning because work tired me out. Oh look, I got 5,000 gil. That's lovely. Absolutely fantastic. The more gil, the better. Alright. Now then. This monster, easy to take out. There's not much for me to say. The random encounter rate is high, and we're gonna end up meeting different monsters that we have seen before. At least 2 that we haven't. I do believe the next area is the training area, if I'm not mistaken. And if the training area is anything, oh God! I remember now. I remember. Part 8. Part 8. Christ. Yeah. Remember this part? Yeah, several parts ago, we were here with Quistis by herself. Oh, and that little kid just decked that guy one. Oh, by the way, if you ignore these guys, docking you of your seed rank if you're joining Sid. If not, no, actually, yeah, that docks you even more if you're join Master NORG. So therefore, yeah, you gotta help him. And yeah, T-Rexor, right here. This is the jerk that had it. Now, funny thing is, even though it's sort of considered a boss, it's technically not. It's a random encounter, a very rare one, that has 20,000 HP and really hits hard. But the best part about this is, now that I have card, I can capture it. I'm not gonna do that. Why? Because Renoa needs the experience points. And the fact that I also want to get revenge from part, I think it was 7. Yeah, it was part 7 when I fought this thing instead of part 8. Because part 8, I started on my crusade to Timber. Yeah. Oh boy. We certainly wrecked that thing, shit. Haha. Dangly parts. But don't worry, folks. We're at a stronger level now. Still, same rules apply with this thing. If you're gonna use physical attacks, by all means, make sure you have Stat Strike. And that Stat Strike has Sleep or Blind, preferably Sleep. And then you can just use magic on it whenever you want, and it will never have a turn until it wakes up. Otherwise, you'll find yourself taking 300 damage because of your level. Ah, yes. This T-Rexor deserves to get crushed after the humiliation it put me through. And I almost beat it too at a very low level, no less. Oh. Okay. Yeah, funny part is I had Shiva, Bahamut, and I had no, not Bahamut. I had Shiva, Ifrit, and Quetzalcoatl. And Shiva definitely was doing wonders on this thing. But don't worry. Since I'm at a high enough level and I've done enough grinding on my GFs, I could just summon them and let them do all the dirty work. And in the end, I will finish off this T-Rexor once and for all. Sorry about that pause. Seriously sorry about that pause. Is it almost dead? It's gonna attack again, isn't it? Just in case it does, I'm gonna wipe it out. Seriously, we've done a lot of damage. Oh, by the way, you can't run from this. You seriously can't. You have to defeat the T-Rexor. Unlike before. And sorry, once again, I turned on my fan because it is hot as hell. Florida heat, ladies and gentlemen. Florida heat. Ah, wait. I think I can think of some things to say right about now, because all I'm basically doing is just fighting enemies we've already faced. I didn't mean to change up the schedule for the release. I didn't, because a lot of things came up. I'll continue on that, but again, I am almost finished. Oh, by the way, it's pretty much dead now. It's dead. Sorry about that, my cat came in. But, yeah. That T-Rexor is dead, and Renoa's at level 15. Oh, excuse me. And everybody's gotten a lot of experience points from that. And that's a good thing. But as I was about to say, while I'm going through here, fighting enemies I've already faced before, I just want to point out that my Xbox 360 is almost operational, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost operational. I just need to put the disk drive back into the Xbox 360, and I can continue on with Grand Theft Auto 4. And if push comes to shove, I'll just use a thumb drive for Grand Theft Auto 4. If it has to come down to that. But nonetheless, I'm going to use G potions to heal up all of my GFs because that T-Rexor wrecked their shit. I'll have to buy some more later. So saving these kids and the seeds, or not seeds, oh, and the Ballamb Garden students, sorry, they're not seeds yet. Saving them would actually get you a remedy. We got just about every area to actually clear out, because we need to have access to all the rooms. And there's a garden facility owner, oh, a garden faculty everywhere. Sorry, why did I say garden facility owner? I mean, there's a garden faculty member in every room, so we're going to be fighting these guys. But there's a particular garden faculty member that you need to watch out for. Specifically one that will... Oh, he's one of them, actually. If you are planning on using any sort of lightning attacks, beware. This will not actually hurt him. He really hits hard. And if you already have Thunder and Dundara Junction, or at least Refine and Junction from the Thunder, from the T-Refine, nah, that's what I meant to say, that you get from Quetzalcoatl, then there's no point in trying to draw from him. You'd think he'd had some sort of GF or anything of that nature, right? Nope. He doesn't. If you have enough Thundara or Thunder, you don't need to deal with him. You just need to beat the crap out of him with GFs. And Quetzalcoatl will probably do minimum damage because it is a Thunder-based GF. I should have thought of this before using Quetzalcoatl on this thing. Yeah, this whole entire, well, the remaining part of this part is clearly beating this thing after we just got finished rumbling with a T-Rexor. Go figure. Oh, it did 1,105. Nice. It wouldn't have done too much, but still, if you were at a lower level, this thing would have probably soaked that up and no-selled it. But yeah, as I was saying, I also have other plans for other games in this year, provided my jobs doesn't get in the way, like they're sort of doing right now. One job is basically freelance work, however, it consumes a lot of my time, and I'm at the trial period of said job, and I just defeated it. It's dead. It's gone. Hooray! But as I was saying, another job I'm probably looking for, and hopefully, yeah, I'm looking for other jobs too, because I may have to make sure that I have some sort of income coming in. Oh, right, and these people have a hologram of Sid. Of Sid, sorry. Just to try to fool the garden faculty member. But yeah, I also wanted to do some other parts. Some other video projects somewhere along the line while I'm going through this entire area fighting the same enemy more than once. I wanted to do, like, South Park Stick of Truth. I wanted to finish up Dead or Alive. I wanted to try to finish up all of my projects and actually work on new projects later on. And like I said, hopefully my job does not occupy me of doing that. Uh-oh, we got back attacked. And also, I forgot to mention something. After all this time, Angelo Rush is finally finished. See, here's the thing. Even if Renoa was not on the party, the fact that she's a part of the party, Angelo Rush was slowly but surely gaining experience. Once Angelo Rush is learned, even if Renoa was not in Limit Break, Angelo will attack the enemy. I forgot to mention that. Now, here's the thing. If you, by any chance, finish up a healing spell, say like if somebody gets KO'd, and all of a sudden Angelo's meter is at full, guess what will happen? Angelo will show up, heal your party member that has been KO'd, and you will permanently have Angelo reverse. So now, since Angelo Rush is now a permanent skill that Renoa can learn, once she drops down to low health, there's just a lot more things that Renoa can do. However, there are pet magazines by this time that you will have to find. And they're more than likely being sold in other areas that actually have stores by this time. So, once we've actually get to a place where they have any sort of store for sale. Oh, by the way, I remember to put missile on Quistis now. So now she has a micro missile. As I was about to say, if we run into a city that has a store in it, more than likely I'm going to buy some pet magazines. So with that said, I'm going to show this off here. This is the Flame Blade, the Gauntlet, which is for Zell, the Morning Star, which is for Selphie, and the Red Scorpion, which is for Quistis. And unfortunately, most of the stuff that it needs will not be available until later on in this chapter. But nonetheless, we definitely had to free this area from the Garden faculty member, because this is where we have to rest, and this is where we're going to save, and this is where I'm going to stop. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you back in part 33 to continue.